The Haitian American Chamber of Commerce of Treasure Coast is a 501c3 nonprofit organization and independent chapter of the Haitian American Chamber of Commerce of Florida. For more information, visit hackoff-treasurecoast.
Thank you. I do have just a small presentation to tell you about ACOF Treasure Coast, give you an idea what we do, what we represent. I know a lot of you guys are not too familiar with us. We're a fairly new chapter. Again, I just wanted to give you guys an overview. So the Haitian American Chamber of Commerce Treasure Coast is a 501c3 nonprofit organization and first chapter of the Haitian American Chamber of Commerce of Florida, ACOF, which was established in 2005. Our founding principle is to promote investment and trade with the Haitian private and public business sectors. We serve as a resource for our members, partners, and affiliates. The mission of ACOF Treasure Coast is to be a leading voice for small business owners within the Haitian community and other minority groups in the Treasure Coast. We serve as a catalyst for addressing the critical issues facing our members and community. We promote business and economic development of the broader Haitian and Afro-Caribbean business community and encourage international trade with Haiti and other Caribbean countries. We also promote the personal and business growth of all members. I apologize if you could go back one slide. Okay, thank you. The Chamber is not only poised to be the leading voice for small business owners within the Haitian community and other minority groups, but we also want to bridge the gap and connect this underserved group to financial access and workforce development. ACOF Treasure Coast is made up of people, professionals, and companies from all types of industries and backgrounds, all unified by a common vision of prosperity. We strive to partner with other organizations and institutions to promote entrepreneurship development in the community. Now, I know a lot of people have different perspective of a chamber. So we wanted to define our chamber and its definition. So what is a chamber of commerce? A chamber of commerce is a voluntary membership-driven organization. It unites business, government, education, philanthropy, healthcare, and services, creating a central agency which lends itself to improving business and building a better community. So it must be understood that a chamber of commerce is people, which is why we're so grateful that you were able to join us tonight. The Chamber of Commerce offers a place for all who share in the desire to improve the community and the conditions under which business is conducted. It directs the energies of those who believe that a community worth living is a community worth improving. A Chamber of Commerce enables those people to accomplish collectively what no one of them could do individually. Its strength lies in attracting the greatest number of individuals and firms into membership, thereby creating a pool of resources from which can be drawn energy, ideas, and funding. A Chamber of Commerce gives direction to the business person's instinct to improve the market and their community. The successful chamber is one that recognizes all the factors affecting community and adjusts its program accordingly. Again, this is just a quick background of the chamber. I urge you to join us. You can go on our website. There's also a link to our Facebook, like us, join. We have different membership packages. Again, consider joining the Haitian American Chamber of Commerce of ACOF. Similarly to our founding organization, ACOF, Treasure Coast will continue to form alliances with members, businesses, and civic leaders, other chambers, associations, agencies, government officials, and foreign dignitaries to accomplish its goal, host educational forums, organize and facilitate networking programs, engage dialogue, cooperation, and understanding within the Haitian community. Thank you. Now I have my Vice Chair, Ms. Malin Joseph, that will go over our news and events.
Hello, everyone. Come on now. It's Wednesday, right? Okay, so we're very close to Friday. Well, as a chamber, being fairly new, we basically hit the ground running, and throughout the pandemic, we've tried to do different things to engage the community, small businesses, and coming from a financial background and having the ability or opportunity to go to different communities. I enjoy being part of the chamber because now I get a broader spectrum and more audience that I can educate or provide resources for. So we've done several different events. We have a few coming up, and we have it on our website and our Facebook. So if you're wanting to participate, events such as this or educational events, please check us out. Currently, we have coming up Thanksgiving worship that will be done on the 27th of November. So we can, again, enjoy ourselves amongst each other, see what else is out there. So a place of worship. November 27th is coming up. It'll be a Saturday. It's on our website, so you can go check it out and for the address and RSVP, things like that. Also coming up, we had the opportunity to have a show, right? So as a new chamber, you have to understand the gravity of this. Brand new chamber, we just opened or launched in March, and we have a show. So every second Tuesday through TC, we have a show with them that we do, TCoastStudios, that we provide. And again, another platform where we give information, where we provide resources, questions that you may have. We have it on that show, so that way, again, you can grow your business, you can grow your community, you can be a part. So check us out. Our upcoming one will be December 14th. So check us out and see what you can learn from us, and or join us so you can provide something to the community, right? All right. Thank you. I believe we're going to take a small break, so that way we can, okay. All right. So moving forward, we want to acknowledge our board members so that you can know who is who. So if our board members that are here could come forward for me. We have Ricky Armand. And we have Dr. Remy. And we have Rebecca. I'm not sure if she's arrived yet, but so this is our board. We are 5. One is not here as of yet, but this is our board of the chamber. So if you have questions, we would be the ones. Don't give us hard questions. I'm just kidding. All right. And we also have one of our newest members. She's special to us in more than one way. Sergeant Maya, if she could come forward for us. She is our chairwoman community for partnership outreach. And it is such a privilege to have her amongst us. To have her on board, and the success, the glass ceiling that she's breaking. So it's a pleasure. Thank you so much, Maya. All right, now I will pass it on to Ricky. He is responsible for our new members.
Good evening, everyone. It's good to see everybody here. My name is Ricky Armand. I'm an attorney in the community. I'm also on the board of the Haitian American Chamber of Commerce, Treasure Coast. And I would like to briefly acknowledge the newest members of our organization. We have Mid-Florida Credit Union, who has a business membership with us. Blvd Photography, who has a professional membership with us. Jay Valgrun, who is the owner of a juice bar company, and he has a business membership with us. And also Treasure Coast Communications and Marketing, and they have a corporate partnership with us. So we are excited about our new members. We want to continue to build and grow, and we want to continue to increase our membership. Thank you, guys. And now I'll pass it to Dr. Remy, Dr. Maggie Remy, who will talk about our sponsors.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to first say thank you to Marie. She recently lost her mom. She just buried her mom, and for her to be here and standing and putting this event together, we love you. Thank you for all you do. So at this time, I'd like to acknowledge the sponsors of this event. TCoastStudio. Mid-Florida Credit Union. Treasure Coast, City of St. Lucie, Caribbean Flavors Restaurant, Haitian American Council members, Treasure Coast Cultural Festival, Connect Healthcare Services, it's my practice. All about building business with Miss Angela Bowen Blaisdell and Precise Care Services. Thank you.
Thank you. We're going to take a small break. We have some light refreshments, really small, and then we're going to move forward with our special guests for the evening. Thank you. to the stage. Thank you so much. Please, let's give her a round.
Good evening, everybody. I am so happy to be here tonight, and I want to thank you all very much for inviting me. This is very exciting. You know, we have a wonderful city here in Port St. Lucie, and our council is so proud to serve you. Councilman Pickett is here with me tonight. And, you know, our whole goal on the city council is to work very hard for all of you in our entire community to do what's in the best interest of our city. And so whether it be working on, you know, road projects that we need, or addressing our parks and making sure that we're providing that great quality of life, that's what we are going to continue to do for you. And we are really blessed here also in Port St. Lucie to be the safest city in the state of Florida with population over 100,000. And that is because of our great police department led by our chief, and our assistant chief, Richard Del Toro. And of course, as you know, Sergeant Maya Gus is part of that. And she just got promoted, so we're so proud of her. So, you know, we are over 214,000 people. So that's a lot of people. Yeah. And we are still growing. And so our goal is to continue trying to, as we grow, manage our quality of life, make sure it's great, manage our growth in a very fiscally responsible manner. Keep your taxes as low as we possibly can, because we want to make sure we're giving back to you as our citizens. But we also want to hear from you about what you think is important here in our city, because we don't do this by ourselves. We have a very citizen-driven strategic plan, and we want to make sure that you are providing input to us. So our citizen engagement is very high, and as a result of that, everything we do has a public engagement component to it. And so we want to hear from you, and because we are so making sure that we are keeping that as a priority, we recently won the Voice of the People Award from the National Research Center, because we are citizen-driven. So in the next few months, we're going to be re-embarking on our strategic planning process, and that will be, we'll be inviting all of our citizens to come in and provide input. So we're going to be doing a citizen survey again, like we do every single year, and it has a lot of questions on it, and we want to hear about what's important. Are sidewalks important to you in your neighborhoods?
Thank you.
Thank you. Right? Are more opportunities to build road capacity important to you so you can traverse the city? We want to hear from you about that. Our economic development projects, which our awesome business navigator, Elijah Wooten, is going to talk about in a few minutes. What's important to you for jobs? Because we created that jobs corridor. So all these things go into making our community so great. And we can't do it without the partnerships like Haitian American Chamber of Commerce. We can't do it without our nonprofit community. So continuing to work together for our city is the best thing we could possibly do. And I'm looking forward to continue serving you and continue doing just that. And if you ever have any questions, anytime about anything that's going on in the city, my door is always open. Call me, Facebook me, email me, however you want to get in touch with me, and let's have a conversation. So thank you so much again, and have a great night.
It's an honor when we have such special guests join us. Again, thank you for supporting our Haitian American community, and we look forward to continuing the partnership. Thank you. The next guest we have is Elijah, Mr. Elijah Wooten. He's the Economic Development Administrator, City of Port St. Lucie.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. Again, it's Elijah Wooten, Economic Development Administrator, City of Port St. Lucie. On behalf of the City Manager, Russ Blackburn, who was unable to attend, we definitely want to welcome you to our great city, our ever-expanding city. You know, one of the things that's interesting, I've been with the city since 2017, And I previously worked in Broward County for the city of Lauderhill before coming here to Port St. Lucie. One thing I've noticed that's very interesting with Port St. Lucie is that it's a very integrated community. You know, coming from South Florida, because some of the cities were older, some of the cities were established prior to the Fair Housing Act, you actually had railroad tracks that was the demarcation point. I mean, I was born and raised in Pompano Beach, and I literally lived next to the railroad track. So on my side of the railroad track in Northwest, it was the majority African-American community. On the other side, it wasn't. Well, here in Port St. Lucie, it's very, very integrated. And as the mayor said, you know, the mayor and council take their strategic plan seriously. I mean, each department has to put together, you know, what they've accomplished for the year. We present that to the council. We get their feedback. We understand what our adjustments need to be. But a lot of that is driven by you, the residents. You know, that we look for you to give us feedback on areas that are of importance to you, areas that we need to focus on. My area would be considered goal 4 in our strategic plan, which is economic development and support of small business. So in my role with the city, it's primarily 3 areas. 1, economic development. So I'm the point of contact for companies that are in Port St. Lucie that are looking to expand or relocate to the city. Work closely with the Economic Development Council of St. Lucie County. So sometimes we hear in the press, Project Bourbon, Project Senior, you know, those are code names that we use because oftentimes when companies are considering a community, you have an issue if it gets out prematurely. You know, the staff now gets rattled and they're concerned if they're gonna have a job or not have a job. And so sometimes you lose talent. And then the competitors also, you know, you don't wanna share your hand too soon. So oftentimes you'll hear a project name. Those are used until we can secure the project and they commit to coming to our community. But the benefits of economic development are a ripple effect. I mean, you have direct effect where people who are hired by these companies that are expanding have more dollars to spend in the community. The company's making significant investment in new buildings and equipment, which again goes to the tax roll, which offsets the cost of the residents. You know, when you have more commerce and business, then the residents aren't paying as much in tax because they're kind of shouldering some of that expense. And then the businesses also benefit because they're going to be doing business to business with companies that are expanding or relocating. But the other part of economic development, which is equally important, is you, small business owners. You know, a lot of the projects that we worked recently with the Economic Development Council, like City Electric Supply or TAMCO, their manufacturing division, which is located next to Kaiser University in Tradition. That's a local company that grew out of St. Lucie West, consolidated and moved into the Tradition Center for Commerce. Oculus Surgical, again, a company in St. Lucie West that manufactures ophthalmic diagnostic equipment, is relocating to Tradition Center for Commerce. And so it's the organic growth that's important because you have employees that have families that they are now providing for because they're working in these companies that are expanding and paying higher wage. And so for small businesses, we also want to encourage your development. We work closely with groups like the Florida Small Business Development Center at Indian River State College. They provide management and technical assistance and entrepreneurial training to companies here in St. Lucie County. We love to get some of the members of the Haitian American Chamber of Commerce engaged and involved. One of the programs that the city sponsors is what we call our Business Accelerator Program. And so for businesses that are participating in the program, it's a 10-week course. Our next one starts in January. You get training from the SBDC, Small Business Development Center, on social media, and marketing, and bookkeeping, and time management, all the things that are fundamentals for new and existing businesses. And the city sponsors the course, so the participants only pay a nominal $25 fee, and we also have a small business grant at the end. So you actually make a presentation to the judges panel, and you are awarded a grant to cover expenses. The NBDA, Minority Business Development Agency, CARES Act and Export Center, also located at Indian River State College at the Entrepreneurial Hub, provides management and technical assistance to minority-owned businesses. And again, we want to engage the Haitian American Chamber of Commerce to make you aware of these programs and so that you can have the members benefit from these free resources that are funded by the federal government to support small minority businesses. and also the St. Lucie County Chamber of Commerce. The city did fund 2 programs from the chamber. So if you are in a space where you're looking now to expand your business, you're going into a commercial space, want to understand what the city's regulatory requirements are, then the chamber does have a commercial space program that they can actually meet with you. The president, Teresa Aronson, then meets with a team of advisors, which consists of land use attorneys, civil engineers, general contractors, to kind of understand what the business's issues are and then be able to advise them on things that they need to do to grow. And again, these are all programs that are supported and funded by the city of Port St. Lucie to support our small businesses. And so we definitely want to encourage your growth. My second hat that I wear, I'm also the first vice president for the National Forum for Black Public Administrators, Treasure Coast chapter. So like you, we are recently reestablished. Just briefly, I'd like to ask our NFBPA members to just stand up real quick, because we did extend an invitation to them as well to join in your networking event. So, and a little bit more about the NFBPA before I close is the National Forum for Black Public Administrators, which is a national organization that focuses on professional development for Black professionals that are in the public sector, as well as nonprofit agencies and academia, colleges and universities. And so, again, I think it's a great opportunity for some of the members, especially those that are in those categories, to also become involved and build the network. And we look forward to working with you on additional events. Thank you.
And I will be joining this. I am going to be part of this crew also. Thank you so much. I think we've acknowledged all the officials that are in the room.
This is our chair of the Wooten County Commissioner, Sean Mitchell.
Great. Thank you so much.
You like this song I wrote? I just want to welcome you all to have a thriving community. Rising tide should lift all. And I saw my good friend Carol King in the back, and I tried to support and be a friend to the Haitian community, because you guys have the biggest hearts and the love of God. And I just wanted to wish you all the success in the world. You're living in the best city, the best county in the United States of America, and I'm proud to be a resident of Port St. Lucie for 30 years, and I'm proud to be the chairman of your county commission. If there's anything I can ever do, please reach out. God bless you, and happy Thanksgiving.
Good evening, everybody. No, I'm not going to speak. I'm just here to do introductions. I would like to thank the Chamber for, actually, I'm going to call her out, Rebecca. She's in the back. Thanks. Rebecca actually told me about the Haitian Chamber of Commerce, and I had taken a year off from doing anything, and she kind of voluntold me that I was going to be a part of the chamber, and she voluntold me which program I'm going to be the director of, and Marie just emailed me and was like, hey, you're the director of this, and that's how I kind of joined. But I did my research, and for those who do know, my heart, I am Haitian, I love Haiti, and my job is to bridge the community and the police department together so that we can work together. So that's kind of one of the main reasons why I joined the chamber. So I am here to introduce my bosses. So if I ever act up, that's who you have to talk to. And for those who know, I can act up. The first one is Chief John Lobach. A quick story about Chief. When I first started, yeah, he roasted. Okay, so I got promoted yesterday, and he roasted me. Thank you. He asked if there was a party, and I said no. He's like, yeah, good. You might want to wait till you're off probation before you have a party. But when I first met the chief, I would always see him and smile, and I was new to department, and at that time he was a lieutenant, and he used to always say, "You're always smiling. Your voice is so soft. Like, how do you act in the field? Like, are you even? How do you arrest people?" I'm like, "I can't." And he always wanted to ride with me, and I was afraid because at that time, Assistant Chief Del Toro was in Internal Affairs. Internal Affairs was the one that when you get in trouble. So I didn't want to go to Internal Affairs, but thank God the layoffs happened. He never rode with me, and he got promoted. So that's my little story with Chief John Baldock. The next one, woo. Assistant Chief Richard Del Toro. That is my mentor. It hurts to say that. But no, they have been awesome to me since I started the police department as far as like mentoring me, making sure I stay on the right path. They want to succeed even when I don't want to do certain things. They're like pushing me besides Lucie, pushing me to do certain things. But Assistant Chief Del Toro has always been there telling me I need to do this. I remember when Carol had the first Haitian Flag Day, I didn't want to speak. And he told me I had to, and I think I told him, "You're not my boss." And then I said, "You're not my daddy." He's like, "Yeah, technically I am your boss." And I was like, "Okay, touche, so I'll do it." So that's how I started speaking and getting out in the community. So I just want to thank both of them. And Madam Mayor, she's already telling me I need to be a lieutenant. But they have been awesome in my career, my success. So I just wanted to publicly say thank you. I've met Mr. Mitchell just in passing doing community stuff, and this is my first time meeting Council Pickett and Mr. Wooten. So I just want to say thank you guys for everything. And to my command staff, I appreciate you guys. If you have any problems, any concerns, you talk to them. They have the money, and that's how we do it. All right? Thank you. If I get fired, come tonight.
Thank you. We're gonna take a small break and then we're gonna come back with our next session. Thank you.
All right. Thank you guys. Our next person we'd like to acknowledge is how many football fanatics do we have here? All right. So Jeff Luke, he is Haitian descent, so that's another plus. Former Miami Dolphin player, former Cincinnati Bengal player, and Jeff, I met Jeff through community events. I'm not gonna embarrass him, but he has a nonprofit called Wooten, which is Life Unconquered Competitor. He is a CEO and founder. He's a leader, life coach, influencer, mentor, entrepreneur, and athlete. Jeff's heart is back into teaching the kids. Like I said, we're both from Haitian descent. Our parents were born in Haiti, and we've always talked about giving back to the community, building up the youth that are of Haitian descent to have their own business, to be entrepreneurs. And yes, it is good to go to college and have a 9-to-5, but it's also to have that generational wealth and to have something to give to your kids. So, there you go. He was right to my, yeah, behind the cop like that. So I would just like to introduce Jeff Luke. He might kill me, but I would like to acknowledge him, and he has his own bottle of water, y'all. He has money.
I had no idea I was gonna come up here and talk. Thank you, Mike. First of all, I'd like to say thank you guys for coming tonight. I feel as we need to continue working together and coming together and actually start helping each other even more as a community. A little about myself, I was born and raised in Miami, moved up here 13, 12 years old. Ended up going to high school at Treasure Coast High School. From Treasure Coast, I went to Florida State. A bunch of Gators fans. Went to Florida State, ended up transferring to Cincinnati, got my degree in criminal justice, and I know, like Maya said, fortunate to play in the NFL. And I feel as my biggest gift is to give back. On my nonprofit, my card is say it takes a village to raise a child, and I feel as I had a good village here in Port St. Lucie. That's why I'm deciding to come back to move to Port St. Lucie. I've been helping at Treasure Coast, help coaching the linebackers, the football team. We got a game Friday if you guys want to come. But I've been helping, giving back, and I think for me, when I was at my lowest point is when I got cut for the first time by the Miami Dolphins. And I just felt very low mentally. It was just tough. And I feel as the only thing, or one of the main things that got me through that situation was giving back. And so for that being said, I was healed by giving back. So now I'm gonna forever give back. And that's why I'm here. And I feel as our kids, of course, the generation done changed a little bit, social media, and you don't see nobody outside. They don't ride bikes anymore. When I was young, we didn't have cell phones. The only way we knew where we was at, where you see a whole bunch of bikes in front of the yard and be like, okay, we're over here. But I just feel as I'm here to give back. I want the city to grow. I want to bring some of my teammates and NFL guys here and show them what Port St. Lucie about. They usually just come and visit me and they'll leave, but I'm looking to work with them as far as like a performance center where we can have our guys here and they don't have to leave and go anywhere and just continue growing here. I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you. We have a full house. We have officials, celebrities. I don't know what's next. All right. This segment, part of our program, is to speak about a new partnership that we just formed. Mr. Rob Oh my gosh, your name is so. Please forgive me. Okay, so again, you know, with the Haitian American Chamber of Commerce, one of our goals is educating and provide resources. We may not be, I have a banking background, I currently work for the federal government. You know, I know finance, but the goal here is to really link our members, the business community to the professionals that really have the tools that will be able to, you know, to provide career, you know, advancement with business growth and sustainability. So that's why we reached out to SCORE Treasure Coast and said, hey, you know, we would love to work with you and provide your services to our members. You know, sometimes our members are shy to go to different organizations to seek assistance. We feel that what we have is really a liaison where we can kind of make it easier for them to go and make an introduction, continue to hold on to the process, and then hopefully create a group of successful business owners that will take on the next group behind them and promote and grow. Again, you know, the Haitian American Chamber of Commerce of Florida Treasure Coast is pleased to announce our partnership with SCORE Treasure Coast that will provide many business services and educational opportunities to its members and the community at large. So the second slide, through the Alliance, the Chamber will schedule, promote, and facilitate professional training and events to serve its community. With SCORE, the Chamber will participate in these events, sponsor educational programs, develop customized programs tailored to our community. So, you know, again, the Chamber consists of people, of business owners, of professionals. Speak up, and if we need to design a program specific to our needs, again, they are here to support us in that venture. We also we're gonna connect current and prospective business owners with professional mentoring. And Mr. Consentino will speak more about their different programs that they have later on in his presentation. Again, you know, with this new partnership, the intention is that we want to promote entrepreneurship throughout the Treasure Coast Haitian public and private business sectors, as well as other minority groups. Again, you know, the acronym, the first thing that everybody asked me, what does SCORE stand for? So I'm not going to speak more of that. I'm going to introduce Mr. Consentino, and then he'll go ahead and speak more of his organization. Thank you.
You know, listening to Jeff, is he still in the room? Thinking about what he's trying to accomplish and the giving back that he's doing. That's kind of why I joined SCORE. We'll talk a little bit about what it is, but I was very fortunate, spent 45 years in the mortgage business and financial services businesses, and I learned a lot. Had a lot of mentors, a lot of people that taught me the right things to do, and some people showed me the wrong things to do, but this is my opportunity to give back to the business community, and especially to those parts of the community that are underserved, and we're so happy to be part of now working with the Haitian American Chamber of Commerce. So let me go into a little bit about what SCORE is. Some people have, in fact, one of our folks here today have been working with some of our mentors. So SCORE is a national nonprofit organization that's consistent of all volunteers. We're all the folks on the ground in the Fort Pierce office, which we cover the whole Treasure Coast, are all volunteers. We provide free and always free and confidential business mentoring in person and online. This is kind of nice, having been able to be in front of people for a year and a half. It's wonderful to have live eyeballs looking back at you. We provide quite a few business education services. As a matter of fact, with me today is Cheryl Lippert. Cheryl is one of our volunteers and on our executive board, and she is the head of client services, which is in charge of all the educational programs, and we have tons of them that are available online, in person, and we'll be developing more with Marie and Lynn as we go along. There's 340 plus chapters in the country, over 14,000 volunteers serving 1,000 communities plus. The SCORE's been around since 1964, when President John F. Kennedy developed the Peace Corps. They actually developed SCORE, and it was originally called Service Corps of Retired Executives. They don't like to use that name anymore. We're not all retired, although I am. So we have quite a few people that are still in business and working that are volunteers with us, subject matter experts in all of the fields, especially in the educational side. So it's been around a long time, and a lot of people don't quite know what we do and why and how to access the help that's there, most of which is free. So in 2020, even during the pandemic, we served nationwide. Over 45,000 businesses started, 74,000 non-owner jobs created, and almost 120,000 total jobs created. So we have an impact nationwide, and so we're pretty proud of that. 60% of which were women, 46% were minorities, and 9% veterans. We're quite proud of that too. So Treasure Coast Local, we serve the Indian River, St. Lucie, Martin, Okeechobee, and Glades counties, and have been around here for over 40 years. I've only been involved for about 4.5 years myself, as I moved up here from South Florida. Currently, we have around 35, I think we have more than that now, volunteers working with us. We recently brought in quite a few new and quite a few new young women and business women to join us, and we're very happy that that's going on. These people have been in all parts of the business world. The vast backgrounds of all the people that work for us really helps in the mentorship and working with people. So we have people that expertise covers business management, planning, sales, marketing, strategy, financial and accounting management, product development, human resources, legal insurance, I won't read it all, technology, construction, healthcare. It's the myriad of businesses that these folks are drawing from to help their clients. We created in Treasure Coast, even during the pandemic, over 71 new businesses we were part of starting. 169 jobs and 1,839 services, which includes education and mentoring. Mentoring is a big piece of what we do. And as I said before, mentoring is always free. And it can be one-on-one, it can be group mentoring, we'll talk more about that. But you'll see that if you have an established business or you're in a startup mode, we have the help for you. I was talking to a gentleman who has a business he wants to expand, and we certainly have people that can help with that. The interesting thing I found in doing the mentoring is that it really didn't matter what field or what kind of business they were starting or what business I was in. The basics of business are pretty much the same. There's certain realities, there's certain basic needs and challenges that every business has, and we find that our mentors, regardless of their background, can help with those things as you want to start a business or grow a business. Now, a lot of you are in your business, so we don't just handle startups, although we do a lot of that. We have a lot of work. I do a lot of work with ongoing businesses, and we have a lot of educational pieces related to that. So you can see all of those things that we kind of provide information about. And we also do this team mentoring thing, and a lot of times we'll have a 1, 2, or 3 mentors working with one person or a company wanting to grow or start their business because we bring different aspects of pieces. So somebody's a real financial whiz and needs to build a business plan or a financial model. I might not be the best because I was a sales guy. So I'm pretty good with the numbers too, but we can bring in people, up to 35, 40 people we have, and it's really good to do a 2-on-1 or type of mentoring or a meeting with folks. Business acceleration team is something we're kind of developing where we can develop a business or a series of 3 meetings with your management team if you're an ongoing business. So we can have a session to get to know what your needs are, what you're trying to do, and then develop a plan for where you would go next. You may go straight to one mentor, or you may decide that you want to spend more time with multiple people. So then we review the completed plan and make recommendations. Another very large piece that I've been involved in the last few years is the education side. We have webinars and Zoom meetings we've been doing now. We're trying to get back to the live workshops. I find them much more effective. And these are some of the ones that we do here locally today. That's only a few of them. Our website, which I'll direct you to at the end, can show you all of the types of workshops that we have today. As I said, we'll be developing with our new partnership here at Haitian American Chamber more of these that are even more targeted to specific needs. Having somebody training who has a direct relationship, for instance, we're doing a lot more with women's organizations, and we've just recently brought in quite a few women that have been in business, and understanding the challenge of a woman in business is something I can only talk about, but I can't relate to, but they can. So those are kind of the things that we're building, more of those types of activities. So in a few thoughts here about, I can't read all that, but I found all these things. But here's some thoughts that I had, or I saw, I read what Disney said, the way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. That's why you guys are here, because that's the kind of folks you are. Colin Powell, God rest his soul, said, have a vision and be demanding. I think that's a good thought. Know your product better than anyone, know your customer, and have a burning desire to succeed. Work ethic is the most important thing, whether you're running a business or working for somebody else. Work ethic you can't teach. You have to have that in you, that you have a pride and a desire to succeed in what you do. So find that niche, find that thing you want to do and do it well. And I found this Eldridge Danticott. Not Danticott. He's a writer, Haitian American writer, and I thought this was nice. For so long, this had been my life, but it was all in the past. Now we all had to try and find the future, and I think all of you should be commended for finding that future. If you were born in Haiti, came here looking for a future, and you deserve it. And SCORE and our 35 members are here to help you do those things. And we put some brochures on the table. I will direct you in the brochure, our website, which is treasurecoast.score.org. And you will see all of the programs we have available today. There's many of them that are recorded, and there's quite a few that we have during each month as a monthly letter comes out. So just any questions, anybody? I'll be around afterwards if you have any questions, but I am so happy to be working with Marie and Malin and the group here, because we believe that we can do some pretty amazing things for the folks in your organization. We're here to help. Thank you.
Great, thank you. Okay, so we're gonna take a quick break. I know we're running a little bit. 7:30. Okay, so we're gonna take 1 minute break, and then we're gonna give our members an opportunity to come up to say something about their business.
Okay, so, we're all about Haitian excellence and Haitian gorgeousness. We have someone that's very special. She and her entourage came all the way from South Florida to come here to show support. So I would like you guys to please give a round of applause for Pascal Blvd. She is Miss Supranational Caribbean 2021 and Miss Haiti Universe as well. She'll be going to Israel in 11 days to represent Haiti, so y'all gonna give her a round of applause. Pascal has a BSN and RN from University of Florida, 2018 Certified Health Education Specialist, 2016 Health Education and Behavior, and Bachelor of Science 2015. Not only is she beautiful, but she also has brains. So please, Pascal Blvd. Of course, Rebecca, she's a nurse. Y'all know all Haitians gotta be nurses or
Thank you so much, Maya. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, congratulations. Women, Haitian women in leadership, that's always something to be celebrated. Thank you, Rebecca, for inviting me here tonight. I am Pascal Blvd. I am the current Miss Haiti Universe 2021. I have the honor and privilege of representing Haiti at Miss Universe, which is the most prestigious beauty competition in the world. So in about 11 days, I will be heading to Israel. And one of my missions is, as Miss Haiti Universe, is to redefine and shift the narratives going on around Haiti. I'm sure you all are aware of what's happening in the country, but my purpose is really to shed light on everything good and everything strong that we are. Haiti is so much more than tragedy. We're so much more than political crisis. So I'm here to really tell the world that the Haitian people are so much more, and we have a lot to offer to the world, and we have our place in pageantry. So please follow me on social media. I am on Facebook with my first and last name, Pascal Blvd, PASCALE BELONY. On Instagram, it's the same, and also on Twitter. And I would need your guys' support and votes to help Haiti advance to the semifinals. I am super excited for this opportunity, and thank you guys for welcoming me here tonight. Thank you. We're gonna open it up to the members who would like to just come up and just say a few words on their business. Like I said, knowledge is wealth, so we need to know what other businesses we have in the community so that we can support each other. So if you are a member and you have a business, please take your time to come up there and say something about your business. Don't all come at once. Do I need to call some members out? Maggie, Dr. Remy.
back up.
Good evening, everyone again. My name is Dr. Marie Remy. I'm better known as Maggie in the community. I'm a family and psychiatric nurse practitioner practicing here in St. Lucie County for the past 3.5 years. It is a pleasure for me. I enjoy living here. As we know, mental health is real. And especially since COVID, a lot of people are suffering in silence. Isolation, our elderlies, they are sitting at home and have no one to talk to. A lot of us have lost family members, not able to see them, not able to hold them, not able to say our final goodbyes and how much we love them. So I'm here to provide the services. I do talk therapy, I do telehealth, I'm mobile, so I go to people's home. I also work at Consentino Hospital, which is the behavioral hospital on Wooten Road, and I see a lot. Drug abuse, so I'm involved in detox. This is a big problem in our community and we all need to take a stand and be involved. I see people wanting to kill themselves every day. I had so many coming in today. So there is a big problem with mental health. And I'm here especially speaking another language, so I can certainly be of services to members in the community. My table's in the back, I have business cards and I have flyers. If you know anyone, and again I say, all my patients, call me anytime. 24/7 I'm available. So they'll call me if they're feeling suicidal. I can stop someone from killing themselves at any time during the day. So that's part of my service. Please take a card. If you don't need it, please give it to someone else. Okay? Thank you so much for being here.
So much has happened in my life. Can we party? What about you?
Good evening, everyone. My name is Shannon. I am the co-founder of East Coast Air Solutions. My business is related to air conditioning. We're actually in Palm Beach County, servicing all the way down to Hollywood, Florida, and now we're making our way to Port St. Lucie. We have a few clients up here. So our goal is to really not just to be in business, but one of the things about my industry is that we have a lot of air conditioning company out there. A lot of them are honest and fair, and I think I have somebody here who's also a AC business owner. So my goal in business is not simply to just get in business to make the money, although this is an important aspect of being in business, but every time I go to a client's house, I want to be able to educate them. If you're spending thousands of dollars into a piece of equipment, you should be aware that what you're spending your money on. It's like if you go buy your car, the salesman is going to make sure that you understand the car and how to drive it, the features that comes with the car. So it is my duty also as a business owner not to just sell you an expensive equipment, but sell you something that is good and reliable that will last you a few years, that you won't have a headache, and if you ever have questions, that you won't be afraid to call me no matter what the time is. So again, my name is Jemison. It was a pleasure to be here. Thank you to Melvin and Marie for inviting me, and Ricky making sure that I will be here this evening. I hope you guys are actually enjoying the event. Thank you.
Right. This was a success, right? I feel it. Thank you, everyone. We do have one final words from Elijah, and then we'll be wrapping it up. Don't forget to share each other's cards, connect. This is why we're here. One of the things throughout the pandemic that we can say in all honesty is that we need each other. We need each other as business owners, that we can connect and provide. Whatever door I have, you can walk through it. Whatever door you have, I can walk through it. So it was good to be here. It's good to see everybody. Thank you for coming.
Thank you, and also with our Miss Katie Universe, again, please support her. Go on her website, on her Twitter. She is looking for sponsors. We're rooting for her to win. We're really excited. She has a brain, she has a look, she has everything. So please support. Thank you.
Thank you. As we're winding down the event, I will use the principle of the 5 Bs. Be brief, brother, be brief. But I did want to tell you that the City of Port St. Lucie is sponsoring a Zen Arts and Music Festival, April 23rd and 24th, 2022, in conjunction with the St. Lucie County Cultural Alliance. It's a 2-day event where the daytime will have art displays, cultural performances, Zen activities, and then in the evening we'll have concerts from local and regional bands, as well as national recording artists each evening. The event will be free and open to the public at the Mid-Florida Event Center. So we do want to encourage your participation. We also want to encourage sponsorship. The City Council did approve funding for the entertainment portion, but we do need to raise the balance of the dollars just for staging, lighting, other costs that are associated with a music festival. So again, it's the Zen Arts and Music Festival. That'll be April 23rd and 24th of 2022. So just want to make that quick announcement. Thanks again.
All right, if Ms. Rebecca, Dr. Remy, please come up, and we'll go ahead and finish. Ms. Meyer? Sergeant.
Thank you. So this is our group, guys. I have an amazing team who are always there to support me as the chairwoman. This is new for me as well. We want to thank everybody for coming, for joining us. This was a great event. Again, please connect with us and let's grow our city. We have meet and greet in Fort Pierce. We have in Port St. Lucie since we're Treasure Coast. So we cover Martin County, St. Lucie County, as well as Indian River County. Again, thank you for coming. We really appreciate everybody that took the time out. Like us on Facebook, join our chamber, and continue to support us as we grow and as we support our business community on the Treasure Coast. Thank you.
And sponsor, please, our beautiful princess so she can make it.
The Haitian American Chamber of Commerce of Treasure Coast is a 501c3 nonprofit organization and independent chapter of the Haitian American Chamber of Commerce of Florida. For more information, visit hackoff-treasurecoast.com.